What happens when good people are placed in an evil situation? This profound question drove a controversial experiment that would shock the world and redefine research ethics forever. In 1971, Dr. Philip Zimbardo, a professor at Stanford University, embarked on an ambitious study. He sought to understand the psychological impact of prison life on both guards and inmates. The experiment's objective was to determine if the brutality seen in real prisons was due to the sadistic nature of prisoners and guards, or if the prison environment itself fostered such behavior. A mock prison was constructed in the basement of Stanford's psychology department, complete with cells, a solitary confinement hole, and observation cameras. The stage was set for a descent into the unknown. 24 healthy, psychologically stable male college students were recruited. They were randomly assigned roles, half as guards and half as prisoners. They were ordinary men like you or me. To maximize realism, the prisoners were arrested at their homes by real Palo Alto police officers with sirens, handcuffs, and booking procedures. The line between reality and simulation began to blur immediately. Upon arrival at the prison, degradation began. Prisoners were stripped, deloused, and given ill-fitting smocks, chains on their ankles, and stocking caps to simulate shaved heads. They were assigned numbers, not names. The guards were given khaki uniforms, whistles, and mirrored sunglasses, making eye contact impossible. They were instructed to maintain order, but given little specific training, allowing them to define their own rules. Within hours, the guards began to assert their authority. They woke prisoners in the middle of the night for roll calls and forced them to perform demeaning tasks. The prisoners' initial resistance was quickly met with force. The guards' tactics escalated. They used psychological manipulation, depriving prisoners of sleep, food, and privacy. They forced prisoners to clean toilets with their bare hands and perform humiliating exercises. The hole, a small closet, became a feared form of solitary confinement. Prisoners were thrown in for minor infractions, isolated and disoriented, further breaking their spirit. Just 36 hours into the experiment, the first prisoner suffered a severe emotional breakdown, screaming and crying uncontrollably. He had to be released. This was just the beginning of the psychological toll. The guards, initially ordinary students, quickly embraced their roles with an alarming zeal. Many became genuinely sadistic, enjoying their power over the prisoners, inventing new ways to torment them. Even Dr. Zimbardo, the lead researcher, found himself immersed in the experiment, acting as the prison superintendent. He admitted later that he lost objectivity, prioritizing the prison over the well-being of his subjects. The lines between role-playing and reality completely dissolved. Prisoners genuinely believed they were trapped, and guards felt real authority. The experiment spiraled into an abyss of psychological abuse. It took an outsider, Dr. Christina Maslach, Zimbardo's girlfriend and a fellow psychologist, to finally see the horror. Visiting the prison, she was appalled by the cruelty and the ethical breaches. Her intervention, a stark reminder of the experiment's ethical failings, finally prompted Zimbardo to terminate the study. It had lasted only 6 days, far short of the planned 2 weeks. The aftermath left deep psychological scars on many participants. The experiment became a stark, disturbing testament to how quickly power can corrupt and how easily individuals can conform to assigned roles, even to their own detriment. The Stanford prison experiment ignited a global outcry and fierce debate over research ethics. It forced the scientific community to confront the moral boundaries of human experimentation. Its legacy is profound. The experiment led directly to the establishment of strict ethical guidelines for all human subject research, ensuring such an unchecked descent into psychological darkness would never be allowed again.